Hey everyone, welcome to the second episode of the Blindside podcast, hosted by First Stone Magazine. And today we have a special episode, the Super Bowl episode. And for
Yes,
that
sir.
reason, hey everyone aside, we have one of the creators of First Stone Magazine,
Yeah.
Davide, as our special guest or a football expert, and of course we
Yeah.
have our wonderful Sebastian. Um, Maybe the wrong jersey. I'm rocking the Dolphins jersey, he the Patriots.
Are you just
Davide,
jealous? Come on.
yeah, I mean he's the GOAT,
Fair.
100%. But
Fair.
Odell Beckham also one of the
Yes, sir.
most iconic wide receivers in the NFL.
I got his Super Bowl jersey too, right there.
Nice. So
Yes, sir.
huge Odell Beckham supporter and fan.
Oh,
Davide,
he's the guy that got me into the NFL. So yeah,
with the crazy one
yeah,
hand.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Will always remember when I watched it. I was in Seattle
Historic,
yeah,
in a diner. It was awesome.
100%.
awesome.
Hey, I just wanted to interrupt you real quick. I'm getting down with the boys this time.
Okay, shit.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
I'm part of
Well
the crew
done.
this time, so let's go.
Awesome. You know some German words like just a few.
um, I am taking a Duolingo class, which I don't know how much is helping, but I do know a little bit. So I can say Vigits,
Perfect.
and that's
Awesome.
pretty much it. Let's
No,
get
that
going.
I mean that's the best way to start a conversation.
Yeah.
I mean maybe wie geht's euch? Like David, how you doing? Sebastian, how are you doing?
Very excited for this night. Oh, by the way, this is being recorded on Super Bowl day. Like tonight, the Super Bowl is happening, so we're so hyped about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4.5 hours away from the Super Bowl party in Stuttgart. So I'm
Ooh.
definitely ready for it, Michael. You too?
Yeah, I mean I'm watching it at home. Like um ordering food. Like I always have the tradition, doing some self-made burgers, some beers maybe. Only
Oh, that's
today for the
nice.
special night. I mean it's one in a year, so let's
100%.
go. I
I'm
mean
having a Super Bowl, how do you call it? A Super Bowl bingo drinking game with my friends tonight. It's
that
gonna be
sounds
Oh,
fun.
awesome.
I saw the one from Run Sport in Germany, and they put
Uh-huh.
on one quote was one shot per yard if Saquon Barkley runs for 60 plus yard touchdown.
Ooh, that's tough. That's
Can be
gonna
a
get
long
you
night.
fucked.
So I mean, today or this night, the Kansas City Chiefs are playing against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, the City Chiefs, sorry, can bring the three-peat or setting. I don't know if it ever
It's
existed
a
a
record.
three-peat in a row.
It will be the first team ever
Yeah,
to do it.
today in or tonight in New Orleans. Should be I think a really good one. Like, should we already talk about who's gonna cheer for which team, or
I
you?
think we should step back, start from the NFL awards that we just had a few days ago, and then we'll move on into the Super Bowl.
Okay, sounds great.
All right. So NFL awards, we had Coach Kevin O'Connell from the Minnesota Vikings, AP Coach of the Year. What do you guys think of this?
To be honest,
Fo- Go first, Michael. Sorry.
no, I didn't want to interrupt you. Like, I didn't follow the NFL season that much
Mm-hmm.
this or last year. I think like the not the Vienna Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings. I'm always confused.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Made a step upwards compared to last season. I think they have a great fan culture. Like also player wise, they improved, and I think Coach O'Donnell made he's one of the coaches who is able to reach like he's a players coach in my opinion, and I
Yeah.
think that's a big benefit of coaches who can like relate to their players.
100%. He's the quarterback whisperers. He can take the
Yeah.
quarterback with the worst reputation, just bring him to life.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer for me, to be honest. I mean, I wrote an article before the start of the season where I said, like, okay, like this is the do or die season for him, because
Yeah.
we wasn't sure if he's gonna make it with a new quarterback. We had the injury of McCarthy before the season. Everybody like, okay, Sam Darnold, maybe it's gonna be like tanking, get a good pick, maybe. But
Yeah.
what it turned out to be was awesome. I mean, that was one of the best seasons and one of the unexpected seasons, I would say, from the Vikings, because we said like, okay, like 6-win team, I think was the bet before the season. They doubled it up. So yeah,
Yeah.
what are we going to talk
I
about? I
have
mean, Dan Campbell
one
is
of
a
my
great
best
coach as
friends
well,
here.
but yeah, Vikings go.
Yeah. One of my best
Go
friends here in
Vikings.
Italy is a huge Vikings fan. And right before the season, he was like, this is a sad season. We're going to tank. McCarthy just got injured. It's going to be a trash season. And they end up with like probably their best record in the last 15 years or something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's
Any
just
name that you
because
will
of
throw
him,
in? What, sorry?
Yeah, no, it's just because of him. I mean, what he
Oh,
did with the team, with how he talked with Sam McDonald. I mean, everybody thought like, okay, Sam Darnold is a bust now. He maybe is like a bridge
yeah.
quarterback who can get you like 6-7 wins, and now they got them into the playoffs, which was super good for them.
It was crazy. Any name that you would throw in for other coaches that could have been AP Coach of the Year? If you think anyone could have been more deserving?
I mean, from my perspective, I really like. I hope I know his first name, like Campbell, Dave Campbell
Dan,
of
Dan
the
Campbell, Dan Campbell.
Dan
Dan
Campbell of the
Campbell,
Detroit
yeah.
Lions. Like he's also like a players coach. He played a long time in the NFL. I like his like direct and like how he speaks with the players and how
Yeah, he's got so much energy.
he's involved like doing the drills. Like before warm-ups, he's spending time with the D-line and he's being the dummy and he's all the time pumped up. And as a player, this is like the fire of the coach will transfer to the
Yeah,
transfer to the players.
Yeah, he's biting your
100%.
kneecap up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the name that I had in mind too.
Yeah.
Just amazing season for the Lions. Shame they got to an early end against Washington. Was also because of he lost pretty much the whole defense to
Yeah.
injuries.
Crazy.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
But to take such a known losing franchise, I'm not trying to diss no Lions fans or nobody, but you were a known losing franchise, and to take a franchise like that and take it to the NFC Championship, Conference Championship last year, and this year take it to the first seed. Unfortunate early end of the season again, but it's remarkable.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, we always can talk about Andy Reid, what he is doing with his Chiefs, but we got to used to his greatness. So
Yeah,
he's
that's what I'm
like
saying.
not
It's
like
kind of expected now.
yeah.
Yeah. How about the comeback player of the year, Joe Burrow, quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals?
I mean, he's a
I think
baller.
it
He's a
had to be
gunslinger.
him.
I mean, I think it was his rookie season where he torn his ACL.
Yeah.
Already, like, and then the way how he came back after his rookie season, like his first, like how you call it, like I think there's no name for it, like sophomore or like in the NFL,
Yeah.
like his second year in the NFL, he was balling out and his attitude as a quarterback, also as a leader, like he's like one of the new era quarterbacks who can run like if he wants to run, but he's also smart on like especially after his injury, and I think he really deserved it. Also, I don't have his stats in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
He
but
needed a
his
5,000
ratio,
yard season. So
yeah, I mean, Joe
He was
Burrow is
amazing.
a baller.
Yeah. I think we can move on to the rookie awards. So we had for defensive rookie of the year, Jared Verse. I think edge, right? He's
Yeah.
not an outside linebacker.
No, he's
Yeah,
an edge.
edge for the Los Angeles Rams. Again, here a lot of great names in the defensive rookie debate, but he's definitely the best one.
Yeah.
Like the impact he had right away all throughout the season was just outstanding for the Rams, and they much needed too because Aaron Donald just retired, so that defensive line needed some life somewhere.
Yeah, and I mean, what in the season he had. I mean, we were talking like, okay, like how can the Rams keep up? You know, you don't have him anymore. You don't have one of the greatest defensive player ever, not anymore in your team. And what Jared Verse did was phenomenal. I think even in the playoffs, we remember how great he played in his first postseason. And yeah, for me, definitely the right decision to give him the award because I think we're gonna have lots of fun in the next 10 to 15 years watching him because he's such a force and such a problem already for the offensive coordinators in his first year.
Yeah. I mean, especially as a like edge guy or like pass rusher, um, having an impact in their rookie season is tough because like every O-line in the NFL, like they are elite, like they are huge, they are strong, and having an impact like after coming from college where you don't maybe use the big bodies, like because not every O-line is like compared to an SEC O-line, where like the or like Big Ten or Big 12, like with Nebraska's, blah blah blah. I think especially as a rookie edge guy, having an impact like Jared Furs is.
Yeah,
I mean, he deserved it at the end of the day.
100%. So from one rookie that had an outstanding rookie playoff start to another rookie that was outstanding in the playoffs as well. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels, quarterback of the Washington Commanders. What do we think of this guy? I think he's going to be electric for a bunch of years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sebastian, if you want, or
No, go first, Michael. It's okay. Go first.
Yeah.
like he is also like one of the not like Tom Brady, like he's skinny, he's tall, he can move, he can make the okay, I scramble to the right and then I throw to the left, like Patrick Mahomes. He can make the throws, but you can see, especially when they lost in the playoffs
Eagles.
against the Eagles, like
Yeah.
he's you still see that he's not like able to or like to perform in critical situations, like where he looks downfield and then okay, shit, he's still moving around and don't know where to throw the ball, or like he is afraid to just throw the check down passes or the small stuff. I think he's gonna improve a lot next season, and I'm looking forward if he also gain more weight because
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it was also Lamar Jackson when in his rookie season where he was like compared to other quarterbacks like a little bit skinny but then bulked during the offseason. And if you take a hit from I don't know like from give me a trouble name like
Miles
Fred
Garrett.
Warner or yeah, I
Yeah.
mean your body will feel it afterwards, and I'm excited for Jaden Daniels how he comes back after like this upcoming off season.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, what are we waiting for? I mean, the entire quarterback class is such electric. We had Jane Daniels at the front. We had Bo Nix, Drake May, JJ McCarthy is waiting there. Caleb Williams with Ben Johnson is getting better. So there will be so much fun to watch this class in the next years. And Jay Daniels was probably the surprise to get it, but it was a phenomenal season for him.
Yeah. I hate that he's so good already
Jane
because,
Daniels,
of course, I'm a Giants fan, so he's in my division, and it's fucking. Is sorry for swearing, but it's frustrating, man. We have the Eagles, who's getting well after getting Saquon, they're like all only getting better. and they were already competing at the highest level every year. And now we have the Commanders with an amazing rookie quarterback. This means in the next 4 years, this guy is only going to have better rosters every year because they're not paying him because he's a rookie.
Yeah.
Well, not paying him a lot. So yeah, very frustrating. Excited for the Commanders. You deserve it. You've been shit since like 1980s or something like that. But it's really not exciting as a Giants fan. But it's okay.
Can imagine.
I feel you.
Yeah. Okay, next one we have AP Defensive Player of the Year, Patrick Surtain II, cornerback for the Denver Broncos. What do you think about this guy? It's kind of surprising that a cornerback won it. It hasn't happened in a few years.
I mean, like, yeah, nowadays, like more like D-line guys or like edge, especially edge players get like defense awards because like the game like like transfer transfer more into speed. Like the game is faster than ever before,
Yeah.
and if you can bring pressure, of course, defense is like, oh, I don't know how to say it in English. Damn it, I'm already tired. But
It's
I
okay.
hope you know what I mean. Like if the defense brings pressure, it's also easy for the DBs to get like coverage picks or like intercepting the ball of the quarterback. And Patrick Certain, the second, is like a veteran, if I'm right. Like he has also a brother in the NFL,
Mhm.
and he's balling out for years. Like he doesn't allow a lot of receptions. He's great to track the ball in the air. Like he's a, yeah, ball hawk
Yeah,
at the
he's
end.
amazing.
Yeah, I mean the first cornerback since Devon Gilmore to win the Defensive Player of the Year. I just looked it up, 2019.
That
And I
speaks
mean,
volumes.
if we look at them both, I mean they're amazing players. I mean the Denver Broncos, I think, had the best EPA defense in the entire season, in the entire league,
Yeah.
and that's because of him. Because he is the cornerstone of this secondary. He's the part of the no-fly zone that has been in the Denver for years. I would say,
Yeah.
sometimes a bit more, sometimes a bit less, but he is still there and just amazing how he plays. He's seems to be everywhere when the pass is flying to you.
Yeah, I saw a statistic of the amount of yards that he allowed, and it was like he allowed less than. I'm don't quote me on this because I'm not exactly sure on the number, but I'm pretty sure he allowed less than 500 yards, like receiving on him through the whole year. That's incredible. Like that's like it's like you play 5 games against great receiver. It sounds like he
Yeah.
played only 5 games in the whole year, and instead he played 17, and he's only playing the best receiver on the team. He's always on the best receiver on the team, on the opposing team. That's
Mm,
just outstanding. Like I
yeah.
don't know how the hell that's a statistic. That's crazy.
So yeah, as you already said, Davide, like if you are the number one corner, you're gonna lock down the number one receiver, and
Yeah,
if you can eliminate the best receiver of the opposing team, like, and then
whole
having
game
great
changes.
stats, at as well, like you can ball as a DB, or like Patrick Surtain is like elite.
100%. Now let's move on to the last two
By the way, I
awards.
just looked it up. It was 317.
300 is not even close to 500.
PFF
317 yards.
has him with 317.
That's
That
crazy.
was that's scary. That's a scary number right there. Like if you're playing fantasy football through the year and your favorite wide receiver is playing against Pat Surtain, bench him. It's not
Yeah,
worth it.
definitely.
Yeah, so as I was saying, let's move on to the last two awards. These are the kind of more talked about, the most controversial usually. So first of all, my heart. Oh no. Fancy Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley for the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah. Good job, Giants, not paying him 13
Yeah.
million. Fucking hell.
I mean, he's
Whatever.
worth the
Yeah. What do
money.
we think? What do we think about Saquon's season? What is there to say?
He
Huh?
should have gotten the record. To be honest, he shouldn't get the record from Dickerson. That's
Yeah.
the only thing that I would think he was missing with this season. It's just he totally fit into the system, and the Eagles are just flying around with him. I would say it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy he didn't get it because week 18 he was playing the Giants, so he would have got the record playing against my team. It would have been too much to take.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Can imagine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no, but I mean, he totally fits into the system. It's a run-first system. He gets the pressure of Jalen Hurts, and he's just running for his life. He has maybe the greatest or the best O-line in the entire league in front of him, and yeah, he shows everybody what he can still do. You know, we had questions: is he still the Saquon from the beginning? I think he showed
From
everybody
college
that
and
he
too.
still got it. And
Yeah.
I mean, when we look at others that could have got the title, I mean, we talk about quarterbacks, probably like Lamar Jackson. Jamar Chase would have been one to look at. He got the
Jamar
triple
Chase got a
crown.
triple crown. That's
Yeah,
not something easy to do. Like
yeah, most,
it's less people that got a triple crown than people that got over 2,000 yards.
yeah,
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
yeah, most catches, most yards, most touchdowns, and the season of the Bengals was just bad. But he and Joe
He
Burrow,
did
they
not get
balled it
into the
out.
playoffs.
Yeah,
To be fair. Yeah.
I mean, according to Saquon Barkley, I have nothing to add. Like he's balling out every year. Not every year.
Well, except for injured years.
yeah, for
Yeah,
an injuries, yeah.
but besides that season, like he's like he was already famous when the Penn State power clean video went viral.
Yeah.
Like how like just his legs, how explosive he is. Like he's not only able to run the ball or jump cut, or like he's also elite in pass blocking. And if you have a running back like this,
Yeah.
and he's like Philadelphia Eagles, they don't rotate that much their first string running back. Like he's all like, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure, like 70% of the snaps, like he's taking 70% of the offensive snaps. And
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, you kind of have to when you have a running back like that. You gotta let him on the field. I think I watched the backwards hurdle from this year
Oh
about
yeah.
about 3,000 times.
yeah, I
Like I
mean,
don't know. I honestly don't know how many times I've watched that play.
That's just crazy.
It's
uh,
how do your brain get there? Like your
Yeah.
football brain must be so huge to have an instinct in that moment of yes, I'm getting back, hit in the back, so I'm jumping up in the air and hoping
yeah,
that he's missing. That's crazy.
this was like absolutely freak show. Like I don't know how to call it. Like it was just amazing. Like I don't know how to describe it in words. Like I also rewatched the clip like for 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All I'm saying is, 1 year, a few years in in future, there's gonna be a kid that's gonna have a magazine, and instead of a Odell Beckham Jr. jersey, he's gonna have a Saquon Barkley from the Eagles jersey because that's the level of the highlight. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the MVP.
Most
MVP,
controversial one.
yeah, Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna let you go first, but I have a lot to say about this one.
So Josh Allen, I mean, his throws are awesome. Like his spiral, his like
Mhm.
how he like throws different throws. Like I don't know if you a bullet pass. Like in every situation, he has the right throw. He can also run. He's tough. He's tall. He can truck some motherfucker. Sorry for
Yeah,
the
he's
cursing.
huge.
Uh,
Yeah,
he's accurate. Like in the past, he made some bad decisions, like throwing unnecessary picks, or also fumbled a lot. I think this season he didn't fumble. I'm not 100%
I'm not
sure,
sure.
but his
Not much, at least.
Yeah,
turnover
sure.
ratio is not that like before, like in the past. So yeah, but would I say Josh Allen is the MVP? I'm not sure. Like he's elite or one of the elite quarterbacks. But yeah, I mean, if I could choose, Barkley should have won the MVP
Oh yeah, that's fair.
award.
Okay, now I'm gonna defend Josh Allen, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
I think for me he looked a little bit more mature, to be honest, this year. You talked about the fumbles. He had just one fumble this season. He had just
Mhm.
6 interceptions. He definitely turned it a little bit down. To be honest, he got with James Cook now someone who can get some pressure off his shoulders, so he don't has to run and throw any. Don't has to do anything anymore. So he can, sometimes relax a little bit more and don't have to be in pressure to do it all to do everything that he can in order to get the team to the W. But I still think when we look at his value for the team, and it says most valuable player, his value for the team is still a little bit more than the value for Lamar Jackson for the Baltimore Ravens. Don't take anything away from Jackson, but I think
Mhm.
if you take away Josh Allen from the Bills, I think they were much worse when you take off Lamar Jackson from the Ravens. And as it says, most valuable player, you could argue that is the right choice. For me, it is the right choice. I mean, he's played phenomenal for years, and it was close so many times. And this time, he got it. Statistically, maybe not his best season, but I think still very good. And there were reasons that he got votes for All Pro, and now there are definitely reasons enough to vote him as the MVP.
Right. So now I'm gonna plead my case for Lamar Jackson because there's no fucking way Lamar Jackson was not the MVP this year. Okay,
Yeah,
so we go as you said for most valuable for the team. I agree, kinda, but because Josh Allen has a worse team, that's a fact. The Ravens defense is a little bit better than the Bills defense. Bills defense is still really good, but the Ravens defense a little better. They have Derrick Henry on the other side, James Cook, both great running backs, but Derrick Henry is better.
yeah,
You
I think
have I
I
don't
think he
know
had
Mark
1,000.
Andrews to Kincaid or Knox. Still Mark Andrews a little better. You have I don't know. Well, you had Amari Cooper. To be fair, he just didn't use him.
Yeah,
And Lamar had
say
whatchamacallit,
Flowers.
Flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, only for the first 2/3 of the season though. Like last third of the season, Flowers were either injured or playing like shit. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
Josh Allen also lost Stephon Diggs during the season,
yeah.
so with the trade, that we shouldn't also
yeah,
forget
right before the season.
about.
Yeah. But here's my thing. My main thing is Josh Allen got this award because of his career and not because of this year. Okay. So I think I'm gonna say it right here. It's a PT MVP. They felt bad for him because he had a great career, but he always had somebody better than him, so he never won nothing. And now they had to give him something. Cause if you switch up the schedules for the two teams, I think the Ravens go undefeated or maybe one or two losses, and the Bills barely make the playoffs if you switch up the schedules. Because let me read you some stats. Josh Allen got 11 wins out of 13 against losing record teams. We are talking about the Cardinals, the Dolphins. No disrespect to the Dolphins, they're the best team that they won against of the losing record team. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. The Jaguars, the Texans, the Jets, the
Patriots.
Titans again, the Dolphins, the Colts, the 49ers, who's a great name team, but this year they were kind of ass. And then they won against the Patriots, the Jets, the Patriots to end the season. So
Yeah,
they beat the Chiefs, great stuff. They beat the Lions, although it was at the end of the year when they had a bunch of injuries, but they did beat the Lions. They lost against the Rams, which is, I don't know. And also, apart from winning against all these shit teams, they lost against the Ravens, who had the real MVP. Now the MVP played, apart from his division, which is the toughest in the whole of football, and we can all agree on that. He played Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Texans, Eagles, Buccaneers, and Commanders. These are mostly playoff teams, or all playoff teams. Yeah, all playoff teams, and that's outside of his division. And they still lost only like 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, hands down, like if you compare the schedule, it's not. Of course, it's not the same. Like, not really balanced. So yeah, I agree with you.
Josh Allen had a cakewalk. Literally 5 hard games out of 17 games in the season. That's crazy. How can you win MVP off of this schedule? That's crazy.
Everything is rigged in the NFL.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, but I mean, I think it's not his problem that his division is bad. But I mean, I understand where you're going through. I mean, it's like, I mean, you can find, I think, probably from my perspective, you can find arguments definitely for both ones. I think even though I think Lamar set 2 or 3 records, I believe, with this season this year. I'm not sure. I think I think 50
highest rushing quarterback ever.
Yeah.
And also, if you compare passing yards combined with rushing yards, he's the highest ever.
Yeah, highest ever. Yeah, there was several things so I definitely can understand this case. I mean, Lamar Jackson wanted to win, but it looks a little bit bad, to be honest. But I mean, Josh Allen sometimes had to be deserved it. Maybe not this year, but I mean, I can understand it to a specific point, definitely.
Yeah. I think the MVP.
And the funny thing is actually when we walk away from it, Snoop Dogg bashing the girlfriend of Bill Belichick was probably the best thing at the NFL honors.
That was the funniest thing in the whole ceremony.
Bill Belichick there.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the MVP is just too recency bias. I think the play with the Rams and the Lions, week 14 and 15, where Josh Allen, those 2 games, he was by far the best quarterback in the league. He was amazing in those 2 games. I think that tipped him over Lamar, which I don't think is fair when you look at the whole season. But it is what it is. Congrats to Josh Allen in the end. Let's move on to the Super Bowl, though, because tonight is the night.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, should I, I'm allowed to start, and I keep it short and simple.
Yeah, I think you should go with the team you cheer for, and kind of what you think is going to happen, why you cheer for the team.
So my heart is always green, so fly Eagles fly. I'm cheering or rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles this time, but I want to be realistic. I think the Kansas City Chiefs gonna win in a close game. I hate to say it, but yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, also the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs, they are used to, now 2 times in a row, they are used to play under these circumstances. And also, if you have an overview, I mean, should we start compare position by position?
Yeah, we can start with that.
We can definitely go that, yeah.
Okay, I mean, starting with quarterbacks would be probably the easiest.
I mean, it's just unfair.
Yeah,
fair. Patrick Mahomes against Jalen Hurst.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes against Jalen Hurts, definitely easy one. Yeah.
It's easy to go, Patrick. He's the GOAT right now in the NFL. Active player.
I mean, definitely is. Well, he is 17-3 as a starter in the playoffs. Everything is said about that. The baddest he played in the playoffs was AFC Championship game.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
a guy that's been playing as a starter for 6 years and went to 6 consecutive AFC Conference Championship, and then won 4 and is on route. No, won 5, and right.
I think so. I'm not like I'm
Because
just
he
say
did,
yes.
because he did Brady. No, he lost against the Patriots
He-
once in the conference
yeah,
championship
that's for sure. He
and
lost
the
one Super Bowl
Bengals.
against the Patriots as well.
He lost against Tampa Bay the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's what all
he
I'm
wa- he
saying is
was
in the last 5 years, he was in the conference championship every year. He made 4 Super Bowl out of 5 years, and he's on his way, in my opinion, to win his 4th ring. Is just incredible. Is there's no comparison to do in the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
I think another place where there's no comparison to do is running backs, to be honest. On the other side, though, because Kareem Hunt and Pacheco, great running backs, but we talked about him already. There's no comparison. Nobody compares to Saquon Barkley this year. I mean, Derrick Henry had a full extra game compared to Saquon and couldn't catch up to him. So even Derrick Henry, in my opinion, doesn't compare to Saquon this year.
Yeah. No. Also, if you have a look, like if you only have a look on the running game, I would say the Philly or the Eagles O line is probably the best O line in my opinion with Jordan Mailata. Damn, I
Mailata,
yeah,
yeah.
cannot.
John
Yeah,
Malata. Yeah.
Later and Lane Johnson and what's the name of the center?
No, not anymore. Jason Kelsey is not anymore there.
Yeah, I don't mean Jason Kelsey, but the
No,
guy
it's
who
gosh. He has a German sounding name actually to
I have to
my
look it up.
ears.
Wait, where is
Jurgens.
Yeah, I mean
Jurgens, yeah.
he was able to how should he say? Oh, damn it!
He
To
filled up some
replace.
big shoes.
Yeah, no, yeah, he was like kind of he was able to replace Jason Kelsey in a not in the same way, but the gap between like he made a good job replacing him. Let's say it like that.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's a tough center to replace. It's
Yeah.
one of the best in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, and the tush push from the Eagles is just crazy.
Unfair.
It is it is
But
unfair.
do you think the league they gonna install a new rule that the tush push will be allowed in the next few years, or
To
like do you
ban the
think they?
two.
Yeah,
I think the other teams should get better at doing the tush push. I
or
don't think it's fair to disallow the play. They're not
but
endangering anybody. They're just dominant, and it's unfair to disallow play just because it's dominant.
is it attract?
It's like disallowing Shaquille O'Neal from playing basketball because he's so good. Like it doesn't make sense.
But do you think like in my opinion I would cancel the tush push because it's not attractive to watch. Like you know how the style how to defend it is not attractive. Like in the or who they played against in the game before. Who was the
With the
linebacker?
Commanders, with
Yeah, who
Luvu
was
jumping over the top.
yeah? What was his name again? Do you know it?
Luvu,
Or Sebastian?
Luvu.
LUVU. Yeah,
Yeah, he
Luvu.
was like. I mean, that's the only way. Like Ed Reed style, counting the like being on the snap, flying over. I mean, that's probably the only way to stop the tush push.
Yeah, but now they know they're gonna try it, so they're gonna do like a 2 count or something like that to make him jump offside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I
it's
think
not
I think they're
stoppable.
not going to ban it. I think they can't. I mean, that's just like it's a football play. I mean, it's not nice, but if it's effective, you keep on doing it. That's the point. I mean, if there's a perfect play for the Eagles, it's a tush push. We had the Philadelphia special or Philly special with the Eagles Super Bowl win with
I mean,
Nick Foles. That's different, of course. That's different, definitely. But I think still the Eagles keep on getting very iconic plays. So
It's amazing to see, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep the comparison of positions going. I mean, all lines. What you guys? I think we have to speed it up, so
Yeah.
I'll just go through players, and you just pick one. Okay, all lines: Chiefs O line or Eagles O line?
Eagles.
Eagles O-line.
Yeah, wide receiver core: Chiefs or Eagles? I think
Eagles.
this is not. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Devontae Smith, AJ Brown is much better than everything that the Chiefs have.
yeah, he's the go-to guy. Like he's a reliable target.
Fair.
If
I think if D Hop had a better um, second half of the season since coming to the Chiefs, this will be a much closer debate. But right now, it's fair to say the Eagles have the better wide receivers. How about the tight ends?
I mean, like
It's Dallas
I'm
Goddard is
not
not
gonna bet
bad though.
against Kelsey. Sorry,
he's
Chiefs.
not bad, but like Kelsey is now like 35 years old, something like that.
Yeah, but Kelsey in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know he sucks in the playoffs, but
No, he's great in the playoffs
so
usually.
sorry, my bad. But also Dallas Goddard, like I would say they have a similar style of playing tight end, but
Yeah,
also
fair.
like blocking wise, I would say Travis is a little bit better. Goddard is more the receiving tight end.
Hmm.
But, but I would say it Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, gotta be Travis. What about D line?
Eagles D-line.
I would go with Eagles as well.
Yeah, I mean they have
Chris Jones.
Yeah, I
A
mean,
bunch of
Christian
great guys, though.
Calafatius. I think when you put the D line with backs,
Yeah,
probably the dangerous thing that you have.
I mean
fair.
Nolan Smith gonna be a weapon. Like he's bringing so much pressure from the edge.
Yeah,
Like
he
I
has to
mean,
be a
and
difference
it's
maker.
important to have like a great edge rusher who can keep his contain against a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, who likes to scramble outside and running from left to right. So
Yeah, and even Jalen Carter. I mean, he made the
yeah,
most. He made the deciding play against the Rams with the sack against
Yeah.
Stafford. He decided the
Pro
game.
Bowler in this sophomore year.
Yeah.
Impressive stuff. All right, let's go linebacker core. I'm looking for Mike's opinion on this first because he is our linebacker.
to be honest, like the comparing the linebackers squad of the Eagles with the Chiefs linebacker core, I would say it's really
It's
balanced.
tough.
There's no one who is really like standing out like they are. Maybe I say
The
bullshit
number.
right now, but I didn't follow it. Like in my mind when I singing about the linebacker core of the Eagles or of the Kansas City Chiefs, I don't even know one name to be honest.
Yeah, I
No,
think this year Karl Laftis for the Chiefs
But
and Bond for the Eagles are the
Yeah.
two big names that stand out through the year.
Zach
But
Bond definitely
it's
one of
tough
the.
to say which one was better, in my opinion.
Yeah, Zach Bond played an amazing season. I think the Eagles. It will hurt that Nakobe Dean is injured and probably won't play. So that hurts them a little bit because then they have to go to Burks, and he did play the last Super Bowl against the Chiefs. So I would give a small edge to the Chiefs. I would say, yeah.
That's fair.
mm,
Okay, what about DBs, corner and safeties altogether?
That's tough
It is
because
really
like
tough.
the
They
I
only
have
mean,
amazing
yeah,
secondaries, both of
yeah.
them.
uh, like I really like Cooper DeShawn rookie season. Like White, the DB who's balling out together with Blankenship as nickel
Yeah, the
or as
exciting
safety.
whites.
Like how they rotate, how they stem all around over the field. But also CJ Gardner Johnson, who's
Hmm.
playing, who is like a veteran already. There I would go with the Eagles secondary.
That's fair. What about
I think
you?
it's
Sorry.
very interesting to see how Spags use the DBs, because you see lots of cornerback blitzes, so it's a little bit different use of the DBs that he has than compared to Vic Fangio. So tough one, but I would probably go with Michael with the Eagles, because I like them more a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree completely. I'm excited as well about Dejean and Blankenship and CJ Gardner Johnson and all that. But just the way, as Seb said, the way that Spagnuolo uses the cornerbacks and the DBs in general is just amazing. And he has great players like McDuffie and Reed. They're all great players, but it's the way that they're used together that really makes the difference for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me the most X factor probably is Steve Spagnuolo, because
Yeah.
I think he gonna blitz the hell out of Jalen Hurts. I think he want to put a lot of pressure on him. So that's what I'm really interested to see, if is Jalen Hurts is ready to make the step to see where the blitz is coming from, because I think that if he don't find it out, it will be a long day for him, and it would be very very short, probably very quick end to the Super Bowl hopes. But I mean, they have the team to beat the Chiefs. I mean, they have the running game. You can take the time off the clock. You can put Patrick Mahomes on the bench, but you gotta deal with Spags.
Yeah, player-wise, like the Eagles should, like, also in my mind, player-wise, or like how they, like, besides of the quarterback, like Patrick Mahomes is better than Hurts. Like as
I
yeah,
mean,
I don't
our
know.
player comparison brought us to the Eagles. We're winning the Super Bowl with the Eagles if we only go through our player comparisons. The problem is the game of football is just not based on the
Yeah.
one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, to what Seb said about the blitzes, also getting back to what Mike said with Saquon, I think it's going to be a very how do you say that? It's going to be unexpected how important Saquon is going to be also in the blitz pickup instead of just in the running game. Because yes, he's going to be hugely important in giving the Eagles time of possession by rushing the ball well, and also freeing up the pass game. But a huge part of that pass game is going to be, can Saquon read which blitz is coming, and also through the help of Hurts, and pick up the blitz and lay them out and give Hurts the time to throw the ball?
Yeah,
Because otherwise,
totally
Hurts is
agree
going to
with
shit
you.
the bed and throw a bunch of picks.
Yeah. And that's the interesting thing. The Eagles didn't had a turnover in the postseason so far,
Yeah.
and the Chiefs had 10 takeaways.
That's interesting. It's
So that's
unstoppable force
yeah.
meets an immovable object. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely for me. It definitely comes down to coaching. I mean, we have Andy Reid, we have Spags, maybe two of the greatest minds on their perspective side, and then you have Nick Sirianni, who we had questions with, but he still got it around. You have Kellen Moore, who is gonna become the head coach of the Saints, as it looks right now. So for him, New Orleans can be a great start of something new if he gets the title. So probably the neutral fans of the Saints will cheer for him, I would say.
No, I'm just excited. Like I don't even know who's gonna be the halftime performance artist or
It's Kendrick Lamar.
oh
Yeah.
After
damn.
an amazing run of destroying Drake the whole year, he's gonna destroy him in the Super Bowl again.
Nice. I didn't know that. Like,
I think there was the rumor that Miley Cyrus would be involved as well, but I think that it just
coming like a wrecking ball
I mean, to
through the
me,
stadium move, whoosh.
would be awesome.
there is I have to shout this out. There is a comedian that's called John Johnston. He is an amazing guy, and he pointed out that how petty Kendrick Lamar was in destroying Drake. The whole beef started because Drake was saying he's the biggest in the scene by saying in a song, "Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl." And Lamar wrote that down and he said, "I'm gonna destroy you." and then I'm gonna perform the song that I just trolled you with in the Super Bowl. So I'm gonna show you who's as big as the Super Bowl. It's amazing.
Yeah, will be definitely fun to watch. I mean, sadly, we can't watch the American sports with what they set up this year. There was always so much fun to watch, but definitely fun to watch whatever will be. Yeah, sport-wise, definitely. Hopefully, not a shootout.
No, hopefully not. I mean, I think it's gonna be a close game, and then in the fourth quarter, the Kansas City, shit. I say always that Kansas City
That's a
Chiefs,
shitty Chiefs.
the Kansas City Chiefs coming in clutch in the fourth quarter. And what do you say, like the difference of the points at the end?
I think it's gonna be
What
close.
close?
Three
Yeah,
game-winning field
I'm
goal, something like
thinking
that.
Game winning.
I think it's gonna be like 3, at most 7, nothing
Okay.
more than 7. Right. I got some prop bets for you guys. So let me. I know a bunch of our followers are degenerate gamblers, and we are here to help them gamble. Yes.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna give you some prop bets of player performances, and you're gonna give me, in your opinion, over or under. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, Eagles as a team, over or under 1.5 rushing touchdowns.
Over.
Yeah, over.
Fair. Jalen Hurts, over or under 213.5 passing yards.
Over.
Good question. I would go with over as well.
Okay. Saquon Barkley, over or under 110.5 rushing yards.
Over. Go for it.
Ooh,
Yeah, I also have to say over.
fair. Now, last one for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, over or under 1 interception in the game. Is he going to throw one or not?
He's gonna throw one. Yes, definitely.
Ooh. What do you think,
I'm sorry,
Mike?
but he's gonna throw one. With the Chiefs, he's gonna throw one.
Fair. That's fair.
I say also I say he gonna throw 2 picks.
2 picks.
Yeah, I said
Holy.
2 picks.
Ooh.
Okay. Right. So let's last with the same question on Patrick Mahomes. Over 100, 0.5 interceptions. Is he going to throw one?
He's gonna throw one.
Oh, you're seeing picks everywhere.
No, I'm sorry. I mean, we talked about the great secondary of the Eagles.
That's
so
fair.
why he's gonna not throw one? I mean, we have Slay.
I mean, he's the GOAT, though.
Yeah, he gonna throw a pick as well.
Okay.
Darius Slay is winning. Calling it now.
Okay. Right. Xavier Worthy, over or under 50.5 receiving yards in the game.
Under. He I don't think he has a big impact.
I
think so too,
I see
yeah.
where you're
Under.
coming from, but he has the potential of taking a pass 60 yards. Just
I know, like with
one
one
play, just
catch.
go.
Yeah.
He's that fast.
You said 50 yards?
50 and
Yeah.
a half.
So it gets 50 and a
I'm
half.
gambling at the moment. Like I just want to
Yeah.
say under to be provocative.
No,
Fair.
I think under. I mean, I think we're gonna have probably 100 yards of Travis Kelce, so that's why I think a little bit under. And then we
Well,
have some Hopkins, and yeah,
that defeats my next question, which is going to be Travis Kelce, over or under 75.5 receiving
over,
yards.
definitely.
Okay, Seth really believes
Yeah,
that Travis is going to hit.
maybe it's his last game ever, so why no waiting for him to pop another like
Well,
I don't know 120 or something.
Maybe he gets clamped up by Cooper DeJean and he has no impact through the whole game.
That would be awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah, I know it's not nice to say that, but that would be awesome. Yeah, I would also say he has. Yeah,
You think over as well?
Yeah, sadly
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Patrick Mahomes, over or under 240.5 passing yards in the game?
Over.
Over. They're
Yeah.
gonna have to rely on their passing game.
Okay. Now, the last one, over or under 48 and a half total points in the game.
It was like on both sides, like
Summing together the scores, 48 and a half. So that's more than 7 touchdowns,
yeah.
or exactly 7 touchdowns.
I think it's gonna be a closer game. Like not that many points. Like
Okay.
I'm going with over. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm going
Oh.
under. I say under.
Oh, I finally managed to
Yeah.
divide you guys.
Yeah. Finally.
I think it's gonna be like something like a 31-8, 28, 30, 27, something like that.
I mean, their last Super Bowl ended like 35-33 or something like that.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah. That's it for my prop bets. I hope the gamblers were helped. Do
Hopefully.
not gamble too much money.
Don't
Be-
bet money on it.
Yeah. Do
Don't
not
take
bet,
drugs.
or if you do, just bet money that you know you can afford to lose. Okay? Don't be doing stupid shit, okay? That's all I wanted to say.
No. So yeah, I mean, like it was really spontaneous, like that we made this episode, and yeah, we just talked about our opinions. Really, really nice that you had time to join us today, Davide. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Like credits for the head.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
next
Let's go.
time I'm putting some Italian gear on it, or I don't know. Yeah.
I
just
have
hyped.
a Hertha Berlino as well.
Sorry?
I have a Hertha Berlino.
Oh,
Hertha
okay, nice.
Berlin, the soccer
Awesome.
team. Yeah.
Not a good
Awesome.
one, but that's okay.
Yeah, I know they're not the greatest. Yeah. That's okay.
That's okay. Yeah. No, but definitely leave comments what you think will happen. So
Yeah,
if you prove us wrong, just let us know.
Join the
Yeah.
conversation.
We have to say now, like, please subscribe, share it with your family or something like that.
Yeah. Tell your grandma to watch this episode. Tell your
Exactly.
aunt. Tell your great grandma. Anybody. Tell them to
Yeah.
watch it.
Just put some comments. Don't know, type something in, like, or let
Yes,
us
sir.
know what we can do better or what type of content you want to see with players from the GFL or RVD and ELF, and we try to manage it to make it happen.